Environment and the Ministry of Environment of Egypt as a General Manager of Hazardous Substances and Waste Department, which is responsible for establishing a management system for hazardous substances and waste in Egypt. And we are developing guidelines for encouraging and for enforcing our law number 4. Which is amended by law number 9 to the year 2009. We are enforcing the law regarding establishing a sound management system for hazardous substances and waste. The environmental law covered many articles for the management of hazardous substances and waste, starting from licensing and giving a permit to industries and others to handle hazardous waste, and also covered the procedures and stipulation regarding the permit for transportation, storage, and treatment, and the final disposal of hazardous waste. Which is a big challenges in Egypt, and we are going now to enforce the law and apply environmental sound management system during all stage of management of hazardous waste. We have also established some treatment facility for some important hazardous waste streams, as for fluorescent lamps that contains mercury. We have established a treatment unit for treatment of this important waste stream, and also we have a physical chemical treatment plan for treatment of alkalis and acids and some types of hazardous waste. We have now giving a permit. We have provided a permit to some cement industries in order to apply co-processing of hazardous waste. They can accept organic solvent and waste that generated from petroleum sectors. Also, we have some treatment facility for recycling of electronic waste. This is a big challenge, and we have a plan now, and one of our goals is to provide the treatment facilities for different types of hazardous waste, including e-waste and also waste oil, waste lubricant oil generated from petroleum sector. Actually, it was very important to know more about electronic waste. As I joined EWAM 2017, it was very important to know more information and many issues of electronic waste. We have studied or have learned more about the international guidelines and the international legislation, international convention related to the management of e-waste. Actually, electronic waste is a very important stream, as the volume of this waste is growing rapidly in the world due to the widespread use of electrical and electronic equipment globally and also in Egypt. So it was very important to know during the program of EWAM this year to know more about the international guidelines, international legislation, and to know the experience of other countries, African countries and also European countries on the management of e-waste. Also the interactive discussion during the working groups was very important to share experience and to share experience with other countries and to have an agreement on the implementation of environmental sound management system on electronic waste, as it is a very important stream, and could pose health impact on the environment, health impact, and also on the environment due to some hazard substances included in some types of electronic waste. As I mentioned, all the subjects and topics that we have learned during EUAM Academy this year will encourage me to continue our work and follow up on the finalization of the new waste law, as we are developing now a new law that will cover all topics of hazardous waste, including electronic waste. This is the main issue and biggest challenges in order to finalize this new law, and also to continue our dialogue with the informal sector of e-waste that collect most of the electronic waste in Egypt. So we have to continue the dialogue with the informal sector in order to discuss the situation and to assist them to improve the problems, and to let them meet the standard, national standard and international standard regarding the management of e-waste, and to convince them to switch to be formally. And also we have to assess them in training and the awareness. This is very important, to not only for the recyclers but also for different target groups, for the consumers, for the recyclers, for the stakeholders, for the collectors and the transporters. So this is very important to implement different steps of the environmental sound management of electronic waste.